but I made a clock. It was really easy. I wanted to show her something small at first.
How long did it take you to make that bomb? I mean, it looks like a pretty complicated explosive device.
Around 10 or 20 minutes.
10 or 20 minutes.
So, the clock, in fact, is built from scrap found around the house. Some of the boards were already manufactured, but yes, it was put together.
So you put this together, you bought parts and put it together in your room, is that right?
Yes. And the clock was made in a metal case, a metal box, and I put the circuit board in there with the digital display in there with it. The clock itself, it was in a box you could get at Target for like $5–10. And they were telling me it's a suitcase, briefcase. You were like a movie bomb, which is what they were charging me of. Apple inventing this type of stuff right here. Transformers. You get what I'm saying here. No, it's still with the police.
The Irving.
I would always work with my uncle on vehicles.
And tell me a little bit about this invention.
It was made, and I closed it with a cable. So, because I didn't want to lock it to make it seem like a threat, so I just used a simple cable. So it won't look that much suspicious. And it seemed like a threat. It seemed like a threat. It seemed like a threat. That much suspicious. That much suspicious. That much suspicious. I wanted to impress all of my teachers. I wanted to impress them by something simple. I thought they'd be impressed by it. It seemed like a threat. That much suspicious. Yes, I showed it to 2 teachers. The first teacher, he was impressed, but he advised me not to show any other people.
He told you not to show any other people?
Yes.
Why do you think he said that?
He told me it looks like a bomb.
And did that surprise you?
It surprised me. The clock, in fact, was plugged in during the classroom, so it didn't go off in my backpack. So it was plugged in, and I set a time on there, and I showed it to a student sitting next to me, and it went off. So the teacher looked around and said, "What was that noise?" And I just unplugged it immediately.
I just want to say, by the way, you are my ideal student. You are the kind of student that we want at places like MIT and Harvard.
But after the students left the classroom, I did show my teacher the clock. I voluntarily wanted to show it to her. I told her, "Do you want to see my clock?" And she said, "Sure." And she looked at it and she said, "Is that a bomb?"
And what did you say?
I told her, "No, it's a clock I built over the weekend."
And then what did she say?
And she was like, "I'll take it from here. I'll give it to you at the end of the day."